Is dual enrollment worth it? You may be wondering this for yourself or for a kid that you've got, then you want them to take all the community college courses so that they earn the college credit and save a bunch of money. But there are some downsides that you may not understand, and there are some great upsides that you may not understand too. My name is Clary. This is the Curly Carbocation channel. I discuss science education and college experiences, and I took dual enrollment when I was in high school. So what that means is from my junior and senior years of high school, I was actually physically attending community college and earning high school and college credit concurrently. Now, the greatest upside of doing this is you save a bunch of money on college tuition alone. So I had like a C- in my general chemistry classes, and I still got the college credit. Whereas AP classes, which is not dual enrollment, it gives you the opportunity to get college credit. So the AP class itself is not college credit, but it does look good on your transcript, and when you take the AP exam, you get the opportunity to get college credit. And if you get like I don't know what the scoring system is now, but if you get a high enough score, then you have the opportunity to knock those out once you go to college, which is a great thing because college is extremely expensive. Now, you still need to put forth a lot of investment in order to get this education taken care of. Because when you go to high school, and specifically like a public school, you have bus routes, you have all sorts of resources available to you, and you just kind of a rigid schedule that happens every single day, if not like every single week. I know that some high schools don't have like the same class periods a day, they switch it up. Anyways, it's still very structured. Once you go to college, when you're an adult, college seems structured, but from high school to college, it seems very unstructured. And so you have to do a lot more work with personal organizational skills to help you be successful in these adult classes. Just because you're 16 or 17 years old doesn't mean that they're going to treat you like a child. You are an adult and you are personally responsible. And things that I needed was personal transportation. I did not have a car at 16 years old. I only started taking driver's ed once I turned 16, and so I had to wait another 6 months when I was 17 in order to get my driver's license. And even at that, I didn't have a car. And so when you go to the community college to take these courses, you need to have your own form of transportation. And don't expect that everything will be ready for you. These are adult classes, and this is the adult world. So you need to be personally responsible. And if you're the parent, you have to be extremely personally responsible and teaching your child these personal responsibility techniques, any sort of hacks that you understand. No one is going to take care of your child like in the public school anymore. No one is going to take care of you anymore. So you have to do the job, you have to do the work to take care of yourself and make sure that you are responsible for your own success. The other thing that just to go on top of transportation, you need to have an open schedule where you can attend you can attend office hours. If you can't attend these office hours, you're just out of luck when it comes to passing classes. Your high school teacher is really good at teaching. Their job is to be a teacher. I know that's not the case with everyone, but as a whole, high school teachers are teachers. They know the material and they've practiced for years disseminating this material to 14, 15, 16, 17, 18-year-olds. Okay? They know how to do that. Your college professor or instructor at community college may not be a teacher at heart. So you will have to attend office hours because they're going to like tell you what's going on. They'll tell you equations, they'll have a conversation with you, but they're not going to spend the time like teaching you and feeding you the material like you're in high school. This is that personal responsibility where you have to do the work to make sure that you are successful. Your professor will present you the opportunity to be successful, but you yourself, you need to be successful. And not every professor, not every instructor is really good at teaching. They may just know the material, but they're really bad at disseminating this material in easy, bite-sized morsels for students who just have not lived enough life yet. I personally believe that if I just had enough time to live life, I would have been far more successful in these classes that I got C- in. This regardless of the fact that I got the the college credit, the GPA is down, and it's down forever. So don't rush into trying to finish up college right away. You need to be an adult, because being an adult comes with responsibility, and responsibility is not an isolated skill. You practice responsibility in one thing, and then you can carry that tenacity, you can carry that perseverance in everything that you do. The other thing I would say is like, you need to have your own technology with you. So if you don't have enough money, like here's the thing with my friends and I, we all had like free reduced lunch. We were already on whatever programs for school. And so we didn't come from a lot of money. And so when you go to Running Start, you're usually doing this because when you hate school, you hate high school. I, for one, loved high school. I loved my friends. I did not want to leave them, but I was convinced otherwise to take community college, or to take dual enrollment. And but anyway, going back, you usually go through dual enrollment because you hate school, or you really want to save money on college, and that is okay. But you need to have a computer. You absolutely need to have a computer. And the fact of the matter is that the library has certain hours that they remain open, and then they close. And that goes for either your campus library or or just a local library. And if it's a local library, you can only spend a certain number of hours on the computer, and that might also be the case at the community college. So having your own materials, like your own computer, is going to be so necessary for you to be successful, because like you're gonna need to practice. You practice homework problems, you're gonna need to look stuff up, and if you don't have the convenience of a laptop, it's not the end of the world, but you will just have you will have a much easier time getting things done. And don't just buy a cheap $300 laptop that's gonna break down on you. If you don't have the means to go through dual enrollment right now, do not go through dual enrollment. I know it looks like you're gonna save a bunch of money, but you need to be successful in this, because this will screw with your college GPA. And if you don't have the building blocks necessary in order to be successful in this, such as having your own car, having your own technology, and just being a mature person, you might be mature for a 16-year-old, but it's so much more different when you're in these classes. Like, I can say that from my own personal experience. You are with people who have been in the military before, and they've been like, they had to suture people back, like they had to like close up wounds, and they were medics in charge of like while they were out in battle. And so like these people they're not just responsible, they are driven, and they are hardworking, and that is what you're up against. And if you have not been in that kind of situation because you are 16 years old, you are going to have a far more difficult time being successful. So if you're the parent and you are daunted and fearful of all like the college tuition and all that, do not project that onto your child for them to take care of their tuition, because like if you don't have the means right now to make them successful in college, you're just going to shoot them in the foot. And that's not something that you want to do. They need to have a car, they need to have technology in order to be successful in these classes. And you can't just call them home right away, because they need to focus on the material. When I say that this is an adult class, like they need to spend very many hours studying and reading, and they're not going to have the same amount of time that they once did when they were in high school. So I hope this is helpful. If you want to watch my other videos about doing AP classes versus college classes or dual enrollment, it's going to be in my description. I've had this, I wrote that a long time ago, many years ago, and now I'm on the other side of that, where I speak from being an adult and a college dropout. So if this helped you, please give me a like and a subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!